Hey, what's up? Ken from Palm Beach Dyno here. We've got some awesome GT500 content for you guys. Thanks to our great customer, Alex. We built an X1000 GT500 for him a while back, and that car turned out awesome. Well, he hit us up and said, hey, the X1000 does not feel quite as fast as my new Shelby KR. That didn't make a whole lot of sense to us because the X1000 makes 1,000 at the wheels. It's on E85. The KR is an awesome setup, but it's on 93 octane and it's a Whipple setup. So he scheduled both cars to come in, and we found big problems with his X1000. And this is a great lesson to be learned for you guys out there that have GT500s that think they're all done and tuned. There's other things you got to keep, maintenance and keep an eye on things. And having a relationship with your tuner, whether it's us or somebody else, is very important because you got to, maybe do logs every once in a while. We're talking about a really expensive car. But first, I want to go over the new TTR CNC Billet intake. You saw the carbon fiber intake testing that we did a while back. You can watch that video at the link above. But, it's the perfect intake to me. I love carbon fiber, but the price range of a carbon fiber intake may not be for everybody. Some people were worried about the durability of carbon, so we came up with a billet version of it, and it turned out phenomenally. Here's some sneak pictures of it. It's on its way to me for testing. We're gathering names. There's links in the description if you want to give in your name and email address so we can contact you. We're going to be doing a group buy for the first 10 at a discount. We're also going to be doing a 21 plus F-150 specific one. So big stuff coming here for that intake manifold, and you'll see it here on the channel as soon as we have it. Let's talk about Alex's X1000 that is now a CX1100 serial number 15 because his fuel pump went out and his intercooler pump. I couldn't believe it when we put it on the dyno. I did a pull. Obviously, I didn't do a full pull because I was logging it and saw it go lean. It made really low power. So we fixed that, put it back on the dyno. I didn't catch the intercooler pump wasn't working because it was the very first pull when we, knew the fuel pump wasn't working. So after that, then we noticed the intercooler pump. And this was just a failure of the intercooler pump and the fuel pump. It wasn't a fuse or anything like that. So, sometimes things break. It's very important to keep an eye on things when you're at this level. Let's look at some dyno pulls of this thing really quick, and then we'll show you the dyno graph. All right, before it was on the stock fuel pumps, so you have to kind of limit the power right at 1,000 or even a hair under. Well, with the new fuel system, we were able to let it eat. This is still on the 2.7 pulley. I cannot believe it made 1,023 horsepower. The curve looks absolutely phenomenal. One thing to remember, when we constantly do these cars in person, that improves our remote tuning and we get to the most refined level of tuning if it's an application we do very often, and GT500 is something we do a lot of. Now, what a lot of you guys are waiting for is the new KR. What kind of power did it put down stock? Well, you got to remember, guys, this is a off-the-shelf tune. Every car has to meet certain standards. You can't maximize it to the nth degree like we can on the dyno or even on our remote tunes. And they, in these cases, they often limit it to the factory RPM, which is what happened in this case. So here's the dyno pull and the stock power. right, check this unit out. It's our first Shelby KR on the dyno. This setup features a Whipple supercharger as well as a lot of really nice looking upgrades, including this badass hood. And the interior is very nice also. There's the Whipple. And then the seats, which we run seat covers here when we're dynoing them, but there you go. That thing is awesome. Very, very cool. But a lot of people want to know how much power this thing really makes. So before we perform some upgrades of our own, we're dynoing it stock. Let's see what it makes. All right, well, not bad. 781 and 599, and then 807 and 592. Now, one thing to keep in mind, these GT500s really shine at high RPM, and it looks like they leave the factory rev limiter on. For some reason, on the red pole, it shut me down a little bit early, and then the blue pole allowed me to go all the way to red line. Now, don't forget, this is on the Shelby American tune for the KR, but we're going to be doing some upgrades and making a lot more power with this unit, so stay tuned. All right, as you can see there, not bad, but for what you're used to seeing coming off our dyno with GT500s, there's a little bit more there to be had, so Alex decided to go ahead and upgrade the fuel injectors, do a Palm Beach dyno custom tune, and I'll tell you what, it turned out awesome. All right, how about that? 880 and 632, and that is on 93 octane still. 807 to 880 though. Huge gains with a custom tune. Absolutely awesome setup. Now you could do this on 93 octane on GT500, whether it's a Whipple or turbo or stock blower, because it has lower compression, which really allows us to go further with pump gas, which is one big advantage of the GT500 that I love. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like it, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, and we'll see you on the next one.